issues. You can take him. Good luck.
Round 3. Fight.
Hey guys, Society Reviews here with my review of the film Boy Kills World. One of the biggest problems with action movies over the last 10 years is presenting the audience with a movie that doesn't look like another generic John Wick clone. At this point in the game, audiences have become so accustomed to seeing violent and gory action films with people getting their heads blown off to the point where they become desensitized to the theme. So how does a new action film set itself apart from the rest of the pack? There's always one or two movies throughout the course of the year that draws an audience by being different and having a style that moviegoers take note of. For those who've seen the trailer for the film Boy Kills World, this is a film that looks straight out of the 1980s action comedy that also looks like an arcade video game. From an industry that is so devoid of creativity that when a movie comes along that looks like it has a vision different from the norm, it gets the attention of moviegoers. Let's create a movie about a deaf and mute protagonist who allows his voiceover of his inner thoughts to guide us along the way. Add in a bunch of notable faces and some over-the-top action, and you have a film that couldn't possibly have been done in the traditional Hollywood system. And spoiler alert, it didn't. Boy Kills World is a film that is set in a post-apocalyptic future about a boy who's a victim of a fascist regime led by the evil Hilda van der Kooi. Hilda murdered the boy's mother and younger sister as a show of force against the resistance of her rule. After surviving an assassination attempt, the boy is rescued by a shaman who raises him in the woods for the next several years and trains him to get revenge on Hilda over the death of his family. As the country is on the verge of the annual culling, which is the televised killing of dissidents of the van der Kooi family, the boy uses the event as an opportunity to infiltrate the family and find and kill the woman responsible for the death of his own. However, there's a lot more to the story that even the boy doesn't know, and the truth will be a tough pill to swallow for. One of the common flaws in modern action movies is following the John Wick model of over-the-top super gory violence, where audiences are not only desensitized to it, they don't even view it as impressive anymore. Boy Kills World finds a creative way to work around this by placing the film from the perspective of our silent protagonist who communicates through his inner voice. Because the protagonist is emotionally stunted as a young boy given his violent origin story, the character looks at the world as a video game which allows the story to mix great action and clever humor that complement each other rather than clash with the story. Boy Kills World is basically a Hunger Games film for adults that is in a video game setting. The audiences will notice variation of style and influence from other movies that are blended into the film, providing a fun experience. The film has a great cast of character actors who provide a solid performance out of characters who borderline on cartoon. Bill Skarsgard, who is the mute in the film, can only communicate by reading lips and fighting the voices in his head. The film creates a great buddy cop dynamic with him and the visions of his dead sister that levies the seriousness of the film scene. Jessica Rothe plays the head of security for the van der Kooi family, along with Brett Gilman, who seems to hate his own family. Sharlto Copley and Michelle Dockery are in the film as a narcissistic married couple who are more worried about their status and their public appearance than their actual relationship. The third act of this movie has potential to split a portion of its fan base with a big reveal. With that said, this movie is an absolute thrill ride for audiences who are looking for anything to be excited about after a rough 4 months to start the year. Boy Kills World is a movie that refuses to take itself too seriously and creates a world that audiences can get lost in, which makes for the perfect cinematic experience. I give this film a 4 out of 5.
You know how hard it is to get a serial company to sponsor mass murder?